Hey, hello, leaders. This is Paul Grau Jr., and welcome back to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. So, today, and probably for the next few weeks, I'm going to open up the vault and go way back to season number one, nearly, over 2,000 episodes ago. And I'm going to bring out some of the oldies, and, you know, they all have good information. The sound, or I don't know, the way I present it might not be as smooth as it is today or the more later ones, but just listen to the content. I think you'll enjoy it, and I hope you continue listening. Also, I want to remind you that there's a brand new podcast that we have. It's called the High Performing Team Podcast for Christian Business Owners. You can download it on any place where you listen to this podcast, and I will include a bunch of links in the show notes. So please make your way over there and subscribe to the new show as well. And in the meantime, enjoy some of the old episodes from the vault. And I will come in here from time to time. I'm still going to do some live podcasts over here, or more recent ones, because I just this is a passion of mine, and I'll keep it going for as long as people are listening. Enjoy the show. Is delegating. You know, when I was thinking about what I should talk about today, delegating just seemed like a logical fit. After all, the different things we've been talking about all week lead right into delegating as the next step for leaders. Additionally, I wish I had $1 for every leader who told me they struggle with delegating. I believe the key to delegating is setting your people up for success first. If you have been listening and applying the challenges from this entire week, you have definitely been setting up your team members for success. So delegating is hands down one of the most valuable tools a leader has in their toolbox. Delegating has the power of freeing up leaders' time and allowing you to concentrate on what you do best. It can also be dangerous if you delegate improperly, such as delegating the wrong tasks or delegating to someone who isn't equipped to perform the specific task you assign them. As I just mentioned, if you have been listening to the prior episodes this week, specifically the last 3 episodes, and you have taken steps to set crystal clear expectations, to provide effective feedback, and to build trust within your team, heck, delegating can now be very, very simple for you to do. I think many leaders struggle with delegating because it means releasing some of their power and authority, yet still being held accountable for the final results. This becomes much easier when you trust your people and you know that they have been trained properly to do the job. If you think about it, you are already held accountable for the actions of your people. So what do you really have to lose by delegating the tasks appropriately? So I believe one of the most important keys to delegating is to let your people run with the task. I mean, really give them the authority to make the proper decisions to get the job completed. If they need to check with you continuously for approval on certain steps throughout the task, you really aren't growing their ability to think and lead. You are simply developing a clone of yourself. Now, some of you may be thinking that's exactly what you need. And although that may seem logical in some instances, the truth is there's only one of you. And the best that you can do is train your people correctly, and then set them up with clear expectations, provide effective feedback, build trust, and then guess what? Delegate. Delegation is realistically the pinnacle of great leadership. It's what great leaders long to do, primarily because when great leaders delegate, they know they are growing future leaders. Think of delegation as the cherry on top of the big old sundae. It not only allows you to grow your people into leaders, it allows you to focus on other things such as strategy, vision, goals, that one-on-one feedback, and career development. It allows you to help every team member be the best that they can actually be. Delegating frees you up to be a better leader. Plain and simple. So here's a few more tips if you really struggle with delegating. First, Pick a few small tasks you know your people are qualified to perform and delegate the responsibilities to them. Allow them to ask clarifying questions and encourage them along the way, but be sure that they know you are always available to ask questions or to answer questions. Second, start making a list of some of the bigger tasks and start allowing one or two people to shadow you, and then give them as long as they need it. Sometimes it'll take a week to shadow you. Sometimes it'll take a month. But make sure when you know that they're qualified, delegate that responsibility to them. Third, there are some tasks and responsibilities that you simply cannot delegate to your people. This is unique to every organization, but you decide what responsibilities are non-delegatable. So the cool thing about your non-delegatable responsibilities is that you get to choose your very best people to shadow you when you're performing them. These shadowing opportunities should be reserved for your absolute very best team members, your sharpest employees, or the team members that you know really, really get it. If you missed the episode on real people who get it, go back and listen to episode 7. So you will have to decide who and which task, but this will set your people up for the greatest success, and it will encourage them because they will see that you're willing to pour out your time and efforts on them to build them up and show them the behind-the-scenes operations and responsibilities. Hey, the bottom line is to start delegating some of your tasks as soon as possible. By delegating, you encourage your folks because you are providing them with a bigger piece of the pie, with more responsibility, more value. And you know what? They're going to see how they make a difference each and every day. On a final note, please share this briefing with your coworkers and every leader you know. The more educated and equipped our leaders become, the better off everybody in the organization is. Hey, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed this episode from the vault. Come on back tomorrow to hear another episode of an oldie but goodie. Until then, run to your challenges. We'll see you.